All right, guys. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us from. Um, yeah, please let me know if you can hear me, guys. All right, thank you, Ibukum and Ayola. Good evening, good evening, Felix, James, elect Gideon. Um, Thank you, Kolaole. Good to hear you as well. Good to hear you. Good evening, Faith, Folayemi. Good evening, Obijesu Anthony. Good evening, Nelson. Good evening. Thank you, Ebenezer. Good evening, loud and clear. Okay, Yusuf Salu. How you doing, Yusuf? Your name doesn't sound Nigerian. Happy to have you here with us. Sylvester, Rebecca, Vuma, how you doing? 5 on 5, all right. Adil, good evening. Ugochi, Ebenosi, please, who else had issues installing autopsy? Okay. Oh, wow, that's interesting. All right. Are you sure it's not your network? Okay. Helen, good evening. Jessica, good evening. Oyebisi Temileyin. All right. Thank you. Good evening. Babs Topsy. You're calling me guru. Oh my God. Amen. I claim it in Jesus' name. Amen. Olorunfemi Nicholas, good evening. Yeah, my day has been interesting. Thank you. Quite eventful. Yelekin Lakin, good evening. I hail you too, my boss. I hail you, sir. Roslyn Amarachi. Ebenezer, comradic answer to you too, my fellow comrade. All right, Esther. Aderito, my boss. How you doing, man? How you doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Oh wow, Yusuf, you're Nigerian. Okay. I was about to start feeling myself that I can actually detect Nigerian names, but nah, you just proved me wrong. Oh wow. Okay. Good evening, Michael. Some of you are still asking for my LinkedIn handle. Okay. Okay, no problem. Damilola, good evening. Kola Wale, good evening. Musumola, good evening, my boss lady. Good evening. Okay, so please just send a message to your friends, send a message to everybody, let them come and join us. Sorry if I didn't call your name. We have some stuff to do tonight, so let's not spend too much time gisting and catching up, right? So we can cover what we have for tonight. All right. Where is Fit Gabby? Where is there's this other lady, is this Cynthia? There's this I know I've noticed a few names. There's I can't remember. If I see the name, I can remember. I should remember the name, right? Then I know there's a couple of TV guys. Adaobi, good evening. Paul Samson, good evening. Agbarugu Victory, good evening. Justina Akin Besote Oluwatosin, I'm so sorry. Good evening. All right. Olarele John. My boss Ebenezer. Okay, I think I've called Ebenezer. Justina, good evening. Taiwo, good evening. Joseph, right? My friends from other country, please, I want to greet you guys. I'm tired of greeting my Nigerian brothers and sisters, please. Sorry, I have to be biased now. Zitani Peter, good evening. Okay. King Joshua Moses. Good evening. I remember you. I remember this name. Yes, Cletus. I remember Cletus. Obadiah. Yeah. I'm getting familiar with some names actually. Oh, Sir Felix. Good evening. Sir Felix. Good evening. Okay. You have Ditio from Port Harcourt. Theophilus. All right. Nice. Someone is calling me Alagba. Wow. Okay, so please let's inform our friends, and I hope you guys are anticipating this coming program, right? And I hope you guys are also, as always, encourage you guys to read beyond the scope of what we discuss in our sessions like this, right? I want to believe some of you are already registering in some of those platforms that we spoke about. Try Hack Me, Hack the Box, TCM, all those kind of guys, right? There's also Tyler Ramsby, great guy, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, Paul Sampson, okay. I hope you're happy now. Good evening. I have a lot of people complaining about downloading autopsy. That doesn't sound nice. That doesn't sound nice for us tonight. Okay, so okay, Glory Joseph Karen says good evening. Okay, good evening, Joseph, wherever you are. Okay, okay. Someone is saying most of them are not free. Ah, nice, nice, nice. Agbaragu victories. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, I remember that is one of the first tax track will give you. They tell you to hack a fictitious bank, right? And then you move some money. Right. Nice, nice. That shows you've actually started. I love that. Beautiful. Okay. Um okay, James, let's see how I can list those platforms. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Sylve Egurube. Yeah, I remember this name. Yeah. Good evening. Okay. Um all right, please guys, let me know if you can see my slides. Okay. Please let me know if you can see my slide. Good evening, Tempo. Good evening, Igwe Jarius, BJ Ward, Aino Taiwo, Precious Uku, Charles Obadiah. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Clean and clear. Okay. Temabi then. Good evening. How you doing? Deborah. Okay, so I guess we can start. But yeah, so this our last session for forensics. Let's have like a brief recap as is customary of us, right? But then I will allow you guys do the recap. So I'm just going to move to the slide. I expect you guys to see a few things about the slide, and then we get to what we have for today. Okay, so tonight we'll be carrying out mobile forensics. Yeah, mobile forensics. So if you were not able to download autopsy, oh my god, you might just have to sit back, grab a cup of water, a cup of juice, and just watch, right? Just watch us do our stuff today, okay? And then for those who were able to download it, right, just try and multitask, right? You might want to split your screen, have autopsy on one side, have your YouTube showing on another side, right? And then we get to what we have. So yeah. So you guys give me brief updates, right? Okay, yesterday we actually went through what we've done. So I don't want us to dwell too much on that, as that is going to take time. Okay, so yeah. So for those asking about my details, this is my name. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, and yeah, I'll be happy to respond when I can. Right. So yeah, okay. And yeah, I'm a penetration tester. I work for an organization here in Abuja with the name Cyber right? Okay. And yeah, I'm a graduate of Federal University of Technology, Mina. Very, very proud one. I'm very proud about a lot of things. And then I'm also a very proud Nigerian. Okay. And yeah, we did introduction to forensic. We spoke about concept of digital forensic. Spoke about how digital evidences have been collected, and then we spent a good number of time on chain of custody, right? We spoke like a whole lot about chain of custody, how important it is. Also spoke about yeah, I remember I gave you guys an unofficial assignment to review hush puppies, um court affidavits, right, to get an understanding of what it looks like, how detailed things can be, how important timestamp is, how important some evidence are, some things you might not necessarily deem so significant, right? Um, yeah. Okay. So after that, what else did we do? Right. Areas of digital forensic, computer, mobile, network, cloud, malware. Right. I mean, for network, right, we didn't necessarily touch it. So we've not touched it so much, but then some knowledge of Wireshark, right, is actually transferable to network forensic. And what we are going, I mean, we did a little bit of host, and which is computer forensic yesterday. We didn't go too deep into it. We just check a couple of log files, how to view log files, like very high level stuff. Right? But then today we are going to be treating mobile forensic, right? We are going to be doing like mobile analysis, right? The reason for this is because, like right now, right, mobile phones are so important. There's a ton of evidence you can actually gather from mobile phones. There's a ton of evidence you can actually gather from mobile phones, right? Okay, and yeah, so the process of digital forensic collection, examination, analysis, and then we actually spoke about how important it is, how important reporting is, right? Reporting is so important, because at the end of the day, right, the judge um cares about what you have to how do I say this? And what is most important to the court is what you are submitting to them, right? Nobody is going to see the dirty job, right? It is what you write in the report that they are going to see. So you must always write and communicate in a very clear and concise manner, right? And yeah, evident type of in digital forensic files, emails, chats, documents, log files, browsers history, network capture, metadata, right? We spoke about some of this a little bit more, right? Yesterday, I would say extensively, but we spoke about it a little bit more yesterday, right? So and then for those who actually went through Hush Puppies, Scott David, you saw some of these things at play, right? And then you saw how the forensic expert, the FBI agent, actually reported some of these things, right? Okay, yeah. And yeah, we spoke about volatile, non volatile evidence and how you can actually manage them, right? Because most volatile evidence and most time can be lost when there's power outage or power cuts, right? And then we said, oh, if you are retrieving a desktop computer from a crime scene, right, you don't want to turn it off, right? You first want to image it before you proceed to turning it off and all those kind of things, right? Yeah, and non-volatile is always accessible with or without power, rights. Yeah. And yeah, we spoke about these, some tools, FTK, Celebrite. Celebrite is actually quite expensive, right? Autopsy is free, right? It's open source, and that's what we are going to be using for today, right? Encase, Wireshark, and some other stuff. DD, yeah. Okay. Then evidence collection principle, maintain integrity and reliability, minimize contamination, follow best practices for documentation, use right blocker, log every action and all those kind of stuff. And then we also explain some of these things and how important it is. You don't want to contaminate file, you don't want to interact directly with the evidence, you want to duplicate it. And even after duplicating, you want to make sure you are not writing to read and all those kind of stuff. Yeah, we spoke about do's and don'ts, right? Use chain of custody, take photos, as many photos as you can grab, right? Then we spoke about chain of custody, right? We spoke a little well into this, right? So, what exactly chain of custody is, how important it is, some important component chain of custody, right? Event ID, time, date of acquisition, name of collectors, description of item, transferred logs, and all those kind of stuff, right? And why chain of custody is matters, right? Prevents tampering or allegations of malhandling, mishandling, essential for legal proceeding, beauty trust in investigation findings, right? And then some best practices, which you guys, I remember, actually supplied answers, right? You guys actually supplied answers for these. Then we spoke about anti-forensic, and this was the part where I started having doubts about my students, right? Because of some type of question I was getting, right? That's on the lighter note. So we spoke about anti-forensic, what the bad guys can do in order to make life difficult for you as a forensic expert, right? So you want to be aware of some of these things, right? Contamination of law, contamination of evidence, destruction of evidence, like you can see in this image, right? And then yeah, then we wrapped up yesterday. We spoke about file system and artifacts. Key takeaway for yesterday, we analyzed Windows log, browsers log, checked some of the locations for some of these things. We spoke about metadata, and then we identify key forensic artifacts, understand common file system and their relevance in forensic, right? And then in the process of explaining file system, we listed a couple, right? NTFS. Somebody asked what was the meaning of NTFS, and then I gave a very strange answer, right? I said, please go and check it on Google. Like, I'm a very unconventional teacher. Please don't mind me, right? But then I was happy a lot of you guys came to the comment, dropping the answer, which made me feel very nice, right? Show that you guys are already developing the researcher mindset, right? So at this point, I want to believe like you guys are becoming more independent, right? And then you don't need the manual to tell you every single thing. Okay, and FAT 32, NTFS, XFAT, EXT4, right? We touched on this, and then so we spoke about how deletion works, how it is now, what makes it possible for us to retrieve files that have been said to be deleted, right? And then the way I like explaining it is most time I said, okay, in the world of computing, there is no such thing as deleting a file, right? You are just not referencing that location. The best that could happen is that file in the memory location. And then yeah, we need some key forensic artifacts which we discussed already previously: browser's history, recent document, USB connection history, system log. And then I remember some persons asked questions about why we want to talk and why we need USB connection history, and somebody gave a beautiful answer in the comment section. We asked why is it so important in modern time, in modern day, to gather evidence from the browser, to gather artifacts from the browser, right? And then I showed up I actually put the question out there, and then you guys answered it beautifully, right? Saying, okay, bro, like in this day and age, right, a lot of what people do comes from their browser, right? Their internet activity, our internet activity rather, is a lot. And then I mean we had a little bit debate, right, on whether or not people actually clear, no, not a debate, right? We just spoke a little bit about the fact that a lot of persons do not clear their browsing history, right? Only the very few paranoid people do that, right? And some of you even gave yourself as example, okay, right? And we established the fact that we can actually gather a lot of data from, because a lot of not necessarily intentionally browsers history. Most time for some people in my own experience is probably when there's a problem browsing that they go through all that stress. But as long as the computer is working, they don't care, right? System logs, right? And then we spoke about Windows event log. We looked at some of these Windows event happened, the event ID, some useful information about the event, and some other interesting stuff. We also played around with what is it called? Um um Windows Event Viewer, yeah. Windows Event Viewer, how to check Windows Event and all those kind of stuff, right? We saw some of the common logs and all those kind of stuff, some Windows log event ID, privilege escalation ID, system shutdown, restarts, and all those kind of stuff. And yeah, a lot of you guys actually got this, which made me really happy. We spoke about registry artifacts, how important it is, browsers artifacts, yeah, and some other stuff, right? Metadata, and we called it the night, right? Yes, so we've done brief recap and then we are here for tonight, right? So tonight we are going to be touching on mobile forensic case analysis with autopsy. We're going to be touching on mobile forensic. We are going to be doing mobile forensics, right? An extracted Android image, right? An extracted Android image, right? We are going to be analyzing it and together, yeah, using autopsy. Okay, so but before we get to that, let me quickly check the comment section. All right, and touch a few questions, and then we get to what we have. Okay. Okay, thank you, Ebenezer. Thank you. Yeah, please make sure you have good network. Make sure you have um good storage space. Okay. Yeah. Um. All right. Okay, BJ, what is asking? Can evidences still be gathered from a mobile phone that is factual and that is restored back to factory format? Yes, yes, yes. Remember that what that person has just done is the person is no longer referencing. It's just saying, oh, memory space is now available for writing in. So if it's the default factory reset, yes, you'll be surprised by what Celebrite can actually dig out from that kind of mobile device. Yeah. In fact, there are some forensic tools that are not even accessible to the public because of the levels of sophistication. Yeah. So okay. Ibukun, you got an error message saying failed requires authorization. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but are you sure you have administrative privilege on the system? Okay. Oh my God, Albert, I thought I answered this question yesterday. Okay, so you asked, how can I retrieve files already deleted from recycle bin? Yeah, you can use a couple of tools, right? Yeah, you can actually retrieve files that have already been deleted from um, from the recycle bin. Yeah, you can restore such files. Okay, yeah. Um, Olaseni Michael, good evening. Please, I was lost when you got to search an app data file because after we click open hidden, I couldn't find. Okay, now that's interesting. Okay, let's see. Are you sure you selected the right user? Please check up on that. Yosi Oladipo, is Multigo a forensic tool? I mean, in my experience, Motigo is more of threat intelligence and OSINT, right? I don't know it to be a forensic tool, okay, but I don't know. I mean, maybe some people use it in that manner, okay. Okay, yes, CF Faraday Tolite, I believe I answered this question that after factory resetting a phone, yes, you can still retrieve the information, right? Okay, I think I've answered most of this question. Okay, Bukun, then I'm not so sure why you're getting that error. I'm not so sure why you're getting that error. Okay. So, but don't worry, guys. I actually set up a virtual machine, right? Because my daily driver is a Linux system, but I've set up a Windows system purely for this class. So, um, yes. So, I mean, we should run into the problem most of you might run into, right? Together, and then we are probably going to fix that. Okay. All right. So, okay, Femi Bello, I'm getting same error. Okay. All right. So don't worry, we'll walk through the process together, guys. Okay. So we're about 30 minutes in already. All right, all right, all right. Let's go. Okay, so for this lab, we need a couple of resources, right? We need autopsy, right? We are going to be needing autopsy, which some of you have already downloaded, and then we'll be needing a software utility tool with the name 7zip, right? For 7zip because we needed to extract our Android image, right? And then our Android image is available on my GitHub repository, right? And this is the link to my GitHub repository. Okay, so yeah, so let's take a quick look at the GitHub repository together. Okay, so we can see what attacks is. So I'm just going to copy this link, copy, then I'm going to open a new tab, paste this here, and go to the GitHub repository. Okay, so now that we are here, let me make this a little bit big. Okay, and so you can see Android forensic learning image, right? So this is purely for educational purpose. This repository contains an Android forensic image designed for educational purpose. The image simulates a realistic scenario where digital evidences can be analyzed to uncover incriminating activities. It is ideal for students, educators, and professionals in the field of digital forensic and cybersecurity to practice investigative techniques. Okay, so some things we are going to be looking out for. So the forensic image include the following type of simulated evidences. So phone number, contact link to suspicious activities, text messages, conversations containing fraudulent discussions, cryptocurrency wallet address, and a couple of other artifacts. Okay, so use cases for this. I mean, feel free to play around with this in your free time. So yeah, we have digital forensic training, cybersecurity awareness, mock investigation, right? So disclaimer, please, disclaimer, this image is strictly for educational purpose and must not be used for ethical or illegal activities. All data in this is fictional and created to provide a realistic learning experience. Okay, so please, if you see your name, right, please, right, this is purely for educational purpose. Okay, and all right, so yeah, this is the step to go about getting the image. So if you are using your CLI or terminal, you do git clone, and then if you are not, don't worry, we are going to do it the normal people way. Okay. So yeah, let me quickly go. Do I have any question? Do I have any question? Okay, let me go. I have so many comments. Please, guys, please let's reduce um the questions that are not necessary so I don't miss important questions. Okay. Um can I download autopsy on my mobile phone, mobile Android, either Android or iOS? I don't think so. Okay. I don't think autopsy is available for mobile phone. So let's check it together. Autopsy for mobile phone, right? Nah, I don't think there's any autopsy image for mobile phone. So yeah, my knowledge is still correct. Okay. Okay. Please, is it mandatory to fill the form by the right hand side before? No, it's not mandatory. Okay, don't worry. I'll walk through the process of downloading autopsy, of downloading some of these things. Okay, so just stay relaxed. Yes, Kali has autopsy pre-installed. Okay, yeah. Um, okay, if you've not downloaded autopsy, it's no problem. Just make sure you pay attention and follow along. Just follow us along in the spirit in today's session. Okay. Oh my God, app is not in sight. That's not nice. Sorry about that, Yosi. I just downloaded my using Microsoft Edge and it downloaded. Okay, Francis, you have good internet. That's nice. Because mine took like about 30 minutes before I could download it, or even far more than that, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Yeah, I believe I answered this. Kali. Yes, autopsy is installed in Kali. No, it's not available for iPhone. How do you reset the password for Kali? That's not our focus for today. Okay. Link to GitHub, please. Yeah, the link is available here. Let me go back. Let me go back in our slide so you can get the link. Okay. So slideshow. Yeah, that's the link, guys. So yeah, that's the link to the autopsy and to the image. Yes, if you delete, control or delete, it's still on the computer. Yeah. Okay, Tobichuku, I'm going to work on the speed. Okay. Um. Oh, sorry about that. Don't worry, you can always come back to the video. Okay, if your laptop is dead or if maybe for some reason you can't follow along tonight, just watch and follow us in the spirit. Then when you have your device ready, come back to the video. Okay. Okay. Use a different browser if Chrome is misbehaving. Okay, that might work. Okay, I dropped the link already. Yes, so yeah, that's the link. GitHub is on my GitHub, okay? No, it's not my Android image, okay? I just built it for educational purpose, okay? So it's not my mobile phone, please. Okay. Um all right, thank you, Favor. Thank you, Favor, for dropping the link. Beautiful. Thank you. So you guys can copy the link. Favor has it. Favor Abolupe, right? I believe I'm pronouncing the name correctly. So the link is available for those who want to copy and paste. If you are lazy like me, just copy it. Okay. Yeah, yeah, you can visit GitHub on your mobile phone, right? But I mean, even if you download the image, you won't be able to analyze it on your phone, right? And the image is a little bit okay. So let's get to work, guys. So I'm just going to switch now. So I'm going to switch screen now. I'm downloading Autopsy on my virtual machine, on the machine I'm going to be using to show you guys what we want to do tonight. Okay, so you should see everything, and for those who are having problem, you should be able to follow along. Okay, so I'm just going to switch screen soon, real soon, real quick, and then we can get to what we have for tonight. Okay. So All right. So guys, let me know when you can see my screen. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Help us tonight, Lord. Okay. So please, can you see my screen, please? Please, can you see my screen, guys? Okay, just give it a minute. It should be up anytime soon. Okay, can you see my screen now? Please, can you guys see my screen? All right, beautiful. And I want to believe the text is readable, right? Because I increased my screen size. Okay, so you can see my autopsy is also downloading here, right? My network is not the best right now, right? But before then, I need you guys to download 7-zip. Okay, so for you to, because we'll be using it to extract the file, so just come to your Google, your Bing, whichever one you're doing, just search download 7-zip, right? And then open this very site. Okay, so let me make this big, right? Then open this, right? If you open this, then you download the right one for your system. Okay, so if you're using 64 bits, if you're using 32 bits, if you're using ARM, AMD system, right, you want to get it here. Then if you're using Mac, right, you want to get yours as well. And we'll be needing this, okay? And for those wondering, for the GitHub, right, same thing, we have to download the image from GitHub, okay? So I'm just going to copy this and then paste it in my browser. Excuse me. I'm just going to open a new tab, paste the GitHub link in my browser, right? And when we get here, I will just download the Android image, okay? No, WinRAR cannot extract 7-zip file. Okay, so we are using like a kind of extension. We are going to be extracting tar.gz file, and WinRAR does not support extracting that kind of file. Okay, so yeah, so we have the image here. We have, so what you just have to do now is come to code and then you select download. So download the Android image from GitHub. Okay, so we are doing this together, guys. So we can resolve most of the problem. Okay, so select download zip. Okay, and then we should have that downloading. Okay, so we have that here now. Okay, that was quick. Oh my god, didn't expect it. So I'm just going to go to the file location, right? And then we can see the file here. But before then, I want us to install the 7-zip together. Okay, so I have my 7-zip downloaded already. So I'm just going to click on this and it should go through the normal Windows installation process. Okay, so yes, right. I chose the app, install, and that should do. Okay, so installed already, so I can close it. So I have 7-zip installed already. Okay, and then we have the Android image. So let's extract that. I downloaded it twice, so I'll just delete this. Okay, so let's quickly extract it together. Okay, so all right, so open the folder for this, and then I'm just going to extract this, extract all, extract. Okay, so we have this, and then we have all of this. Okay. Oh, why is this empty? That's strange. Okay, don't worry. We'll get to this soon. So we have this extracted. All right, so this should be done. My internet is so slow tonight, so let's just wait a couple more minutes for my autopsy to finish downloading and then we install together. Okay, so yeah, let me quickly check the comments. Okay, guys, just hold on. We will install autopsy together. So um let it just finish installing. Okay, let it finish downloading rather, and then we install it together. Okay. 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 I mean, if you have Linux and you have autopsy on it already, fine. You might not need to download it again. But then sometime some of the installed application might not work. So be sure. Okay. So be sure. Okay. So while we are waiting for this to finish downloading, I have like a very fast network tonight. So let's go to our download, check out the file, and yeah, so we have the file from GitHub already. We have it here, and then we have it here. So this is the image we're actually looking at, Android image.tar, right? So this is what I'm saying that your, what is it called? Just ignore these other two files, these two other files, okay? So let me just delete this so we don't have problem because I know some of you might want to ask some questions about that. So let me change the view to medium icons. Okay, so you can see the file now. This is the file we are going to be dealing with. Okay, so if I right click on, if I, yeah, right click on this, I want to extract it. Okay, so where's my 7-zip? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, so show more options. Okay, and then you can see 7-zip. So extract file. Okay, so I'm just going to select extract file, or either extract file or extractor, whichever one you want to select. Okay, so let me just do it. Extract here, and you should get to work. Okay, close. What's happening? That's strange. Hold on. Sorry, guys. 7-zip extract file. Okay, okay. Cannot open the file as GZ archive. Is not. Oh, that's strange. That's rather strange. Okay, something is wrong somewhere. Let me check the comments. Do you guys have the same problem? No, WinRAR cannot do the job for those who are still asking. Okay. Okay. I actually showed. Okay, thank you. Someone posted the link already. GitHub site is showing 404 not found, but it's actually accessible from here. So I'm not sure why you're saying that. Okay, let's see. Let's try to download it this other way. Okay. So yeah, since I can't get, okay. Sorry, I got carried away. Yes, the size was actually too small. So I'm not getting the file by downloading it that way. So let's select. Here's what we do. When you are on the no, this is not what I want. So the file is actually larger than what we are downloading. Okay, so if we do code and then we do download, we don't get what we need. Okay, so what you just do is select this Android image.tar.gz. So if you click on this, okay, then it brings you here, right? And then you see that the size is actually 377 MB. Okay, and then you can preview the file. So let's view raw. So this should I don't want to. Okay. So let's do download raw. So download raw file rather. So I'll click on this download button and that should do the job. Okay. So sorry about that, guys. Thank God we are doing this together. Okay, so we can avoid mistakes. So I'll just close this. Right. So we should have our download starting anytime soon. Okay, my autopsy download is almost done despite my super fast network tonight. Okay. Okay, you guys are complaining about the speed. All right. All right. I'll take it slow. I'll take it slow, okay? It's slow. Okay. Image is downloading already. So while my image is downloading, right? Let's go through this together. Let's go over it again. Right. So I have the link for you to download the file, right? For you to download the Android image file, right? So let me display the link. So, okay, let me not display the link. Let me show you another way of going about it. Okay, so open your browser, all right? Either you're using Google or you're using Bing, right? Search for Akobe-Ajibolu, right? That's me, right? Then put the word GitHub, right? GitHub behind it. So then hit enter, okay? So you should see my GitHub page, okay? You should see my GitHub page. So this is me. This is my GitHub page, okay? So if you click on this, just click on this second one. Don't click on this dark web scraper, okay? Click on the one that takes you to my GitHub page, okay? So let's wait for that. Okay, so you can see a couple of projects I have here, but the one we want to work on, right? So you select repository. You can see this repository with 11, right? Select repository, right? And then you can see a couple of files. So you can see Android image public, right? Android image public. So select Android image, right? And then it should take you to where the image is. Okay, so let me check the comments to be sure you guys are following. Okay. Blandine, are you still lost? Blandine, right? Mbuye, Blandine. I hope you got it. Oh, you don't need to create your own Android image mod thing, okay? That's not part of what we are going to be discussing in this class. Okay, so I hope you guys followed up to this point. I hope you guys followed up to this point. Ezekiel, you are lost. We've not even started. Okay. All right, Blanding. Nice, nice. Ezekiel, are you still lost? Okay. Obadiah said I should come again. Najin. Okay, so let's go through it again. There are two ways you can either search for me, go to my GitHub repository and get to the place where I have the file, right? Or you could just copy and paste the link. Okay, you could just copy and paste the link. If you copy and paste the link, it's a whole lot faster And then we have the link already in the comments, right? We have the link already in the comments, but I think most of you are missing the link. Okay. If you use the link, it will take you straight to my GitHub repository. Okay. Yeah, the GitHub repository link is in the comments. Yes, and I've displayed it multiple times for you guys. So if you are still asking, that's not nice. You are slowing us down. Okay, right. So this is the link, right? It's just github.com/akobbe-ajibolu/android_image. This is the link, right? So if you want to do it the manual way, I said just search for me on maybe Google or Bing, right? Then go to my GitHub repository, which is this, right? When you get here, just go to the projects, right? So let me close this. So when you get to my GitHub repository, click on repositories, which it has 11, right, at the front, right? So if you click on this, it will take you here, it will bring you here rather, and then you see Android image, right? You click on it and then it takes you to where that is. Okay, so once you get here, just click on android image.tar.gz. Okay, if you click on android image.tar.gz, you should see something like this, right? And then you see this raw part, just click on the download button beside it, download raw file. Okay, if you should do that, you should have your download, right, working. Like you can see mine here. Okay, so I hope you guys got it. Thank you, Ade Adedayo. Thank you very much for that comment. All right, Justina is saying the link is pinned up. Okay, so go grab the link from there. All right. So we have our download coming up. All right, guys, we've spent almost an hour trying to download, almost the entire first hour of our class trying to download files. Okay, then also try to get your 7-zip. Okay, try to get your 7-zip file. All right, because that is what we are going to be using to extract the file. Okay, so it's almost time for break. I think we'll just take a break now, come back in the next 10 minutes, and then we'll get to work. At that point, we should all, right, have most of the files we need. So we'll just do the installation, the extraction, and then we'll do the analysis together. All right, Glory, Odufa, Okeme. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Popev, you're already ahead of us. Just hit the brakes, okay? Okay. Okay, Christian, you said you can't find your 7-zip. Okay. Um are you sure you've installed it? If you've installed it, just search for 7-zip. You should find it. Okay. But just hold on, right? And then please, guys, pay attention to what I'm teaching so we don't slow down or unnecessarily prolong this class, because I feel like most of you, some of the questions you're asking, I've answered them, but most time maybe you are doing something else and then you miss the answer. Okay, so just pay attention. I would advise that you just focus on what we have for today. Let's all do it together using my own computer, right? Okay, because unless you have multiple screen, right, you might not be able to double tax what we are trying to do tonight. Okay, right, because we are a lot and we can't wait for everybody. That's just the honest truth. Okay, so we can't wait for everybody. So let's just focus on my lap on my screen, what we are doing, and then maybe you can come later on, right? Later on, we can come and later on you can come after the class, follow through the video, and then you'll be able to do it yourself. Okay, at that point it will make a whole lot of sense and you will not be making most of the mistake you are making right now. Okay, all right, so let's hit the break here. Let's go on a short break. I'm just going to get water, and then yeah, you are free to go through my repository. Okay, it's everything that is public there is meant for the public. Okay, all right, all right, see you guys very soon. All right, guys. So we're back. I hope you went to take water, took a walk or something. Okay. So our download is done. So yeah, here we are. So check downloads so you can see my file. So you can see the Android image, you can see 7-zip which I installed already. You can see autopsy as well. So which should we do first? Should we extract the file or we should install it? Okay, let's just install autopsy first. Okay, so let me go to the file location for autopsy, which is the downloads, right? And then just double click on it and that should do the installation. Okay, so let me check. Okay, no, WinRAR cannot extract the image. Okay, so yeah, let's wait for the installation. Okay, come up, come up, come up, come up, please. All right, so we have the wizard up. So next, just default Windows stuff. Install and that should do it. Okay. So let's wait. Let's wait. 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 Okay. This is taking a lot more time than I thought, but let's just be patient, guys. All right. Thank you. So yes, please. Okay. Now we are moving. All right. Copy new files. Copy new files. Okay. Yeah, I'm just okay. Let's see. All right, so I'm seeing some comments for those who have downloaded and installed. Great, but please just focus more on what we are doing on my screen. You can always come back to doing yours, okay? So you don't miss out on the information, okay? So let's just focus on my screen for now, okay? Okay, just like edits is asking, right? If you're paying attention to my screen, you would have known that your question is being answered as we speak. Okay, so yes, I have autopsy all set up and running, and I can click finish And with that, we should have autopsy installed on the system. So if I should click, if I should search for autopsy, right, we should autopsy, and yeah, you can see the app, right? You can see the angry looking dog, the angry looking dog, the angry looking dog. Okay, yeah, so we have autopsy installed, so we are good. I'm just gonna go back here, come back here rather, and the Android image, right? So we need to extract the Android image. So I'm just going to delete the first one we downloaded initially, right? So we have this. This is the right one. This is 300 and something megabytes, right? Which is the right image. So 377. I'm going to right click on this. I'm going to select show more options, right? So if you have 7-zip installed already, you should see 7-zip as part of your options. And then I'm going to select extract here, right? So extract the file here. Okay, so this is great. This looks better than the last one, or the first one rather. Okay, and yep. So you can see now we have another file, right? So this is the first one, right? You can see the file has increased significantly. So the file extension is tar.gz. So we just extracted the first one. Now we are moving to the second one. So we have to extract this one again, right? Or you could just work with it, okay? But let's extract it. Okay, so I'm going to click on it again, show more options, 7-zip, and then extract here. Okay, so this should be significantly bigger, right? I mean, you could walk through this process, or you could just, after the first extraction, you could go with that. But let's see. Let's just hold on a little bit, and okay, and we are almost done with the extraction. Almost done with the extraction. I think we're done. 100% done. So I'm just going to close this, right? And then you can see this data folder. So this is what we need for our work, right? You can see this data folder. So just as part of this, if we do show more, if we do properties, right? And yeah, um, no. What I want to show is not going to work. No. Okay, so let's just search for autopsy now so we can begin our analysis. Autopsy, and open autopsy. So let's see. So autopsy is coming up. Coming up. Okay. Okay. I didn't share the link for autopsy. Just search download autopsy on your browser, okay? That's then you should get the link to the website from there, okay? All right, Jessica is saying hers is showing hers is showing 6 days left. Okay, that's your network, Jessica. If you are seeing 6 days left, that's your network. Okay. Um Akinsiku Folayemi is saying she can't hear me again. I want to believe it's your network. My network is not so fast tonight, but I think it's faring well. So let me check from here to be sure it's not from my end. My network is not so great tonight actually, but I want to believe other you guys can hear me, right? Yeah, yeah. The day, I mean, I did this. I extracted the image from last year. That's why it's showing 2024. Yeah, I understand that. Thanks, thanks. I was trying to explain a certain way, but the explanation wasn't going to work. That's why I desisted. Okay, my VM is showing really, really poor network, but I want to believe my network from my main system is good. All right, thank you guys. Thank you, Inside TV. Okay. So it's my VM that is just suffering from poor network. Okay, so autopsy is asking, yeah, allow. Okay, okay, so autopsy is almost done, and yeah, it's not downloading a zip file. It's not a zip file. Like I explained, it's a pad.gz file, right? That's why I said you should get 7-zip because that's what you can use to extract it. I know most of you use WinRAR, right? But it's not going to work for this. It's not a RAR file. Okay, it's not the normal zip file you're familiar with. Okay, so autopsy is good. Okay, so and yeah, we are good, right? Some of you might have this screen, some of okay. So yes, this is the screen I was expecting, but we're good. Okay, autopsy needs some stuff that my firewall is blocking, but I think we are good. Okay, so if you once we are on this screen, right, we want to create a new case. So we are going to select new case. Okay, and then we're going to name the case. So we are going to name the case DSA forensic class, right? Okay, so base directory, let's just keep this in our document folder. So that's good. And yeah, so everything is good. So select next. So autopsy is pretty much easy to use. So case number, let's call this 007. If you know, you know, right? Then name, let's call this. What am I going to pick on? Let me just check. What am I going to pick on? I'm just going to pick a random name. Please don't tell me I'm partial. Okay. So I can see divine. Okay. So let me pick divine. So divine, right? Agent divine. Agent divine. Then phone number. Let's just form a fake phone number. So I'm just going to call this um plus 234 then 9012345678. Please, this is purely for test purpose. Okay, so email, so we are going to say a dot divine at what are we going to call it? What domain are we going to use? Hacker.com. Okay, note this is agent divine investi first investigation. Okay, first investigation. Okay, and organization analysis is being done for let's just leave all of this. So finish, and that should create the case for us. Okay. Um. Oh, James Bond. Interesting. Oh, sorry, Kemi. I missed the name. Maybe next one I'll pick you. Okay. Justina. Why? Okay. Hey, Fit Gabi. Let me ask her, please. Okay, so let's wait for this. and we should be good. Okay. Oh, Justina, but this is actually a good stuff. I mean, you're investigating a criminal. Okay. Ah, you were asking if I'm CR7 fan. I don't watch football. I don't watch football. I'm a very strange person. Okay, but I mean, I actually have deep respect for CR7. He's a very hardworking person, and I admire that. Same as Messi as well. They are both great people. So, but I don't watch football, so I support Warri Wolf. If you want to know my club, I support Warri Wolf and Kano Pillars. Okay, so this is still loading up. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, for those using Kali, right, you might need to adapt. Okay, you might need to adapt, right? I mean, it should not be so different. It should not be so different. Okay, for the Android image, I actually generated it using Android Studio. Did some Android emulator stuff to come about the youths, to come about the this. Okay, but I mean, let's just focus on analyzing, right? We don't want to get into some of that, right? Because I know like a lot of my students might struggle with that, so we are just skipping all of that. We're just assuming that they are presenting us with the image and then our and then they're just presenting us with the image and then our job is to do the analysis. Okay, all right. Tobechuku, oh my god. Okay, thank God I did. Thank God, I believe I'm safe now. Okay. Okay, Larry is saying Enugu Rangers. Yeah, Enugu Rangers. Great club too. Great club. Great club. I told you guys I'm a very proud Nigerian, right? So hosts are used to organize this, generate new host name, specific specifying new host name, use existing. So let's just stay with the default. Let's do next. And then yeah, we are getting closer to where the important stuff is. So we have Dixie made, VM, local file, logical files, blah blah blah. For here, we need to select logical files. Very important. Then we select next for our data source, right? So select data source, right? So here we will navigate local file. Okay, so we have this. So we select add, right? And then we go to where we have our file. So if you remember, we have the file at downloads, right? So that's the Android image is in our downloads folder because we extracted it in the downloads folder. Okay, so I'm just going to navigate there, right? Okay, so user Emmanuel downloads. Okay, and then data select, and we are good. Okay, timestamp to include modified time, often not change creation. So you might want to add some of these, okay, but let's just keep things plain and simple. Okay, and we have all of these, right? So run ingest module on hash lookup, blah blah blah, email parser, all of these. But let's just keep things simple, right? I'm just going to select only Android analyzer. Okay. You could also, I mean, you could select Android analyzer with a lib and then this, right? So yes, I'm just going to uncheck every other thing. Okay. So I'm just going to leave both Android analyzers. Or let's just do it with one, see the difference when we do the other one. Okay. So, yep. So let's select just this. Okay. And next, I could have just clicked on the selector. Okay. Okay, I think everything is good. So we select finish. And this is the point where we let autopsy do its magic. Okay. Um, yes, now Werewolf is still in Nigeria and greatest club, right? Greatest club. Ah, someone said he's lost. EVG. I want to believe that is evangelist. Charles. Okay. Don't worry. Just come back to the come back to the video later on. Okay. Come back to the video later on because um autopsy is going to take time analyzing. So and we are already behind time. Okay. All right. Justina. Okay. All right. No worries. Great. Don't worry. Just come back to the video. Okay. Okay. So I didn't know these Ronaldo and Messi guys are in my class. Oh my god. Okay. So we have some stuff popping up already. Yeah. I'm sure you guys can see some stuff popping up that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. So deleted files, right? Let's check. Do we have any deleted files? So we don't have anything. We have call logs. Okay. All right. You can see some phone numbers in our call logs, right? For the mobile phone, right? We can see outgoing, incoming, and other stuff, right? You can see more information about that down here, right? So yeah, I mean, some of this might not be the most accurate because this was all these are manually created, right? So but then we can see this phone number here. From this phone number to this phone number, we can see some mobile phone numbers, communication accounts. Okay, now that's interesting. Let's check device, right? Mobile phone. Okay, so we have all of this. So if we select device, okay, okay, phone, right? So still phone numbers, okay, and installed programs. Okay, so we can actually see some programs that this user installed. So there's YouTube, there's SquareUp.cash. Okay, there's WhatsApp, there's Twitter, there is wallet trust. That's trust wallets, crypto. Okay, you can see Square Up Cash. Okay, at least they look interesting. All right, then we have some messages. Okay, so we have some messages coming in and probably going out. So yes, so we have the message down here. Let's open this message. Okay, I need to take. Let me click on this. Oh, I think something is not right. Let me take this up a little bit. Okay, so we have the message here. Calvary greetings, brother Sam. I trust you are doing well. It's been about 6 months since you were last seen fellowshipping with us. I hope all is well. In this period of economic meltdown, there is no better time to draw closer to God. May the good Lord keep us all from temptations. I hope to see you fellowshipping with us with the brethren come Sunday. The Lord be with you always, my brother. Okay, okay, so this probably is pastor. So I mean from here we can gather that the suspect's name is Sam. Okay, so that's good news. I mean we are getting some information. Let me quickly check the chat to be sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, I think the chat is looking is looking good. Okay, so let's get back. I mean, we can't say yet, but it looks like our suspect's name is Brother Sam. So we have a couple of text messages that we'll be analyzing. Oh, okay. So There's a Bitcoin link. Okay, yes, use the same Bitcoin wallet address as before. Okay, this is interesting. And this is a Bitcoin wallet address. Okay, well, let's just go through all his messages to have an idea of who Bro Sam is. So, okay, so this guy's name is probably Samuel, and this is probably his pastor sending him a message. Okay, that's what we can infer from here. Let me take, okay, let me make this full screen. Yes, this gives me more space. All right, take this up a little bit as well. Okay, okay. So we have this text message. Hey, I've got some new scam ideas. We need to discuss. Oh my God. All right. Let's create a fake investment website and lure people into investing in a non-existing cryptocurrency. We'll promise huge returns. Okay. Oh, yes. Use the same Bitcoin wallet address as before. So we have a Bitcoin wallet address. Very important. We'll note this down, right? You start documenting. Remember, documentation is very, very important, right? Sure, sure. Enough of this text message. Meet me over Google Meets by 10 p.m. Here's the meeting link. Oh, okay. So there's a meeting link. Oh, that means these guys. Okay. Nice work, Sammy. I'll take a look at the sites. Are we using the same tactics as before? Oh, okay. Sound convincing. Payment gateway. Unko. Are you still using the same? Oh, okay. I think that's the message that we got the Bitcoin wallet address. Okay, so this was the response. Yeah, to that message. Okay, where he responded. Okay, so obviously these guys are into this. Mr. Sam, brother Sam rather, is into some ungodly practices. Oh my god. Okay, got it. I'll update the payment instruction on the website accordingly. When we they go live, understood them well, yummy. I'll handle the promotional activities and monitoring for potential leak. This one go be bang, inshallah. Oh my god. That's interesting. That's some interesting conversation. Okay, so I mean, from this conversation, obviously, these guys are into scam, and then also using the application. If we go to installed programs, right, we notice some cryptocurrency. There's Trust Wallet, right? There's Square Up Cash. Let's check. So, I mean, Google is always your best friend, right? So you want to know what is. If you don't know what Trust Wallet is, Trust Wallet. Oh, I made a mistake spelling that. Okay. So yeah, okay, best crypto wallet for Web3. So yeah, then there's another application that we discovered. What's the name of the application again? That's SquareUp.cash. Where is that? Square Up. What's Square Up? Okay, what's that? Square Up Cash. Let's see. Accept cash and checks with Square. Okay, this some stuff that has to do with payments. Oh, that's Cash App. Okay. Okay. All those active boys. Okay. 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 For those who are lost, we are just analyzing what this person has been doing on this phone. Okay, we are not okay. So we are just investigating some of the things we are retrieving. So autopsy have done the analysis on the image and then it's presenting us with a couple of results, right? You can see data source, deleted file. We couldn't retrieve any deleted file. We saw the call logs, right? And then we have some phone numbers. Definitely, we have to investigate these phone numbers to know who this person have been communicating with. We got to see some installed programs, right? And then we saw that this person has Cash App, this person has Trust Wallets, WhatsApp, Twitter, and YouTube on their mobile device, right? And then we go to their messages, right? And then we saw some communication, right? Some criminal looking conversation, right? So yeah, and I mean from this conversation, there's a high chance that the owner of this mobile device is into internet fraud, right? We even saw that the person is a Christian and his pastor was sending him some message talking about how hard things are. They shouldn't lose faith. Okay, but then we see him talking with some other people and then discussing some what is it called? Some some scam ideas, right? Some scam ideas. We also got a Bitcoin wallet address. So let's check maybe we can actually track that Bitcoin wallet address. So let me copy this, paste it on Google and see what can happen. Maybe we are going to be able to tie it to anything. So, okay. Okay. Coin Telegraph. Nigerian scammers use BTC and Gemini exchange to siphon. Okay. Woodbury. Okay. Woodbury wallet shows activities. Okay. So that one, I think he said maybe his son is using his phone to scam. Very, very funny, Stella. Okay. So I mean, let's still keep digging, right? Oh, just calm down with the updates. So we can see, okay, I'm running out of space, guys. Hold on. My VM just gave me a sign that it wants to shut down. So just give me a minute. Let me quickly do something. Okay. All right. So, oh, someone is saying Woodbury is Hush Puppy's friend. Okay, nice. Okay, so guys, you have to hold on a little. My VM just gave me sign that it's running out of space, so um, I'm going to take a minute to bring it back to life. Okay, just bear with me. So yeah, I mean, so let me hear your opinion. Do you guys think Bro Sam is into scam? Someone said Bro Scam is into scam. Okay, that is Ame Precious. Bro Sam, don't go to Yahoo. Interesting. Okay. You want to be okay? Go Tom is asking. Go Tom is asking. Do you want? I mean, you want to be careful with links, right? You want to be careful with links so you don't end up in trouble. Okay, but I mean, most time you do this from like a lab environment, right? A forensic lab environment. Yeah. So okay. So Ephraim is asking, can we learn from something you are doing? Okay, I'm not sure I know what that means. Okay. Femi Bello is saying, yes, Agbaskama. Autopsy should not be so different on Kali. Okay, it shouldn't be so different, right? You should be able to adapt. Okay, European Bobo said he's into wire wire. He's a pretender. Ekwenusi. No, maybe his PA, right? Bro Sam is a pro scammer. Oh, thanks for the donations. Meritasia. Thanks. Ah, someone said he's Hush Puppy students. Ah, okay. Yes, Edet, I get you. I get you. But remember, we have we have right. I have a different type of student, so we do the easy stuff before we get to the hard stuff. Okay, right? That one, extracting the image can be a bit tricky, right, for complete beginners. So let's just look at analyzing an already extracted image first. Okay, so let's get back to the wallet address. So we have this Bitcoin and blockchain.com. We have the wallets in blockchain.com. And then, so let's check. We already opened this particular article. Okay. So Woodbury wallet shows sign of activities. So these guys are talking about Hush Puppy and Woodbury. And discover that Woodbury's main Bitcoin address, which is this. Let's check. Is it the same? Control F, paste it. Ah, okay. So this wallet address actually belongs to Woodbury. So this guy is probably connected to Woodbury one way or the other. Okay, so that's interesting. And let's check here. This is taking time to load. My virtual machine is having some network issue. Okay, so I mean, let's keep digging in, right? So let's still go back to this. So now we can see that, oh, this guy is using Woodbury's wallet address. Okay, web cookies, right? And website history. So we can see some web stuff. So value some of his cookies on some websites. Okay, makes sense. We can analyze some of these. So let's check web history. So okay, so we can see some website that this person visited. Ah, okay. This guy is actually searching some things on Google. How to know if EFCC is tracking you? Oh my God. Now this is interesting. This is really interesting. Okay. And then we can see him reading this Naira land article, right? You can see title, date accessed, date created, and other stuff, right? So he accessed this Naira land article. Okay. New and latest investment scam format. This guy was researching some investment scam formats. Fake investment websites. Interesting. Here are 7 fake investment platforms on. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, so we can see some of his search history. So, new and latest investment scam format. How to avoid being caught by AFCC and some other stuff. Oh, nice. Yeah. So I mean, at this point now, what you are going to be doing as the experts, right, is to be doing your expert analysis, right? You want to be analyzing the conversation, right? It is your job to say, okay, this guy is probably a criminal, this guy is probably not a criminal, maybe just has some of these things, this conversation on his phone and is innocent, or some of these conversations are actually and should be used against him in the court of law, right? And so let's go back to mobile phone, right? We can see some of these numbers, right? You might want to investigate some of these numbers. Okay, so let me copy some of these, get to my browser. Let's see, is this number linked to anybody, right? You just investigate, research, right? That's your job as a professional, right? And yeah, so this number doesn't look like Okay, just search, research, and all those kind of stuff, right? So let's pick one more number to see. Okay, so we have this number. So okay, let's see this foreign number. Let's see. All right. Okay. That's Hush Puppy's number. Okay. Okay. Now this is more incriminating. The case against Hush Puppy full detail. Right. Okay. EFCC tracks Hush Puppy. Right. So that's Hush Puppy's number. So I mean, at this point, I think it's safe to say that Bro Sam is into some interesting stuff, some interesting way of life, not so godly way of life. Okay, so yeah, I think we're able to manage our time properly for tonight. Okay, Caleb, yeah, you're right. He's Hush Puppy student, I guess. Um, okay, James, bro, Sam is not a scammer. He's just a gateway to the activities. When you check his messages, okay. Um, all right, guys. So thank you. Joy Omonigo, right? Don't worry, just go through the video. You should be able to get most of what we discussed tonight, okay? All right. Sorry about that. Okay. I mean, Tobechukwu, even me, I don't trust Fit Gabby at this point anymore, right? Okay. Jessica, you're lost in China. Don't worry. Come back to Nigeria, right? Come back, watch the video, and it should make sense. Okay. So let's focus on let's just focus on analyzing and using what is it called? And using um autopsy for now. Okay, we are just starting out, right? One step at a time, remember, one step at a time, right? Okay, as you progress, right, might not be in this session. Trust me, at the right time, you learn how to extract the file and every other thing. Okay, Felix Gambia lost. Oh, sorry, don't worry. Find your way back to Nigeria by watching the video again. All right. So thank you guys, and yeah. So I'm almost. You guys are so funny. Okay, don't worry. Just go and sleep. Okay. Then in your free time, come back, watch the video. At that time, you can play me, right? Stress me in digital format and everything, right? And you should get it. It's quite straightforward. Trust me. Just make sure you download the file, right? Install the necessary files, import it the same way we imported it, and just go through it, right? Play around with it, right? You can't break anything. Okay, play around with it, and everything should work. Everything should work. So thank you guys so much. I think we'll be hitting the brakes here. Please yeah, till the very next time, guys. Please spend enough time playing around this case, do research, search most of the numbers you are seeing. Anything you can do, just carry out research. And if possible, just try to come up with your own reports, okay? Come up with your own reports using the template of the Hush Puppies affidavit, right? Just in your own. I'm not asking you to submit it to me, but this is highly dependent on you. Come up with your own reports, right? Come up with your own conclusion. Is this guy a criminal? Maybe just some of these messages are innocent and all those kind of stuff, right? So thank you guys. Thank you so much. And ah before you guys have questions, okay, let me see if I can attend to some of the questions. We still have 4 minutes before we call it a night. Is there a reason you don't use your main OS? Yes. I mean, most time we advise do some of these things in a virtual machine, right? Yeah, there's a reason, right? And my main OS is actually Linux, right? And most of my students are using Windows. So if I'm using Linux, a lot of you guys are going to have problem and it will be very hard for me to fix it. Okay. But now that I'm using Windows and you guys see it working, it's silencing a lot of questions. Okay. So that is another reason. Please, where did you get all those informations from? Is it just the phone? No, I mean we're going through all those things, right? So let's come here. So if you come to after analyzing, you can see there's a lot. We have this left hand tab, right? You can see there's deleted file, we have phone number, we have messages. So we're just going through it one after the other, and then we are making sense from it. Okay, when it comes to autopsies, very, very self-explanatory, right? If you see something, you should be able to make sense out of it. I trust you guys. Okay. Um, okay, I believe I've answered Oriofe Blessed. Um, Mr. Nice, Wahala. Elizabeth, why are you humming? Um, no, come alive. Autopsy does not. I mean, what we're analyzing is local, except maybe autopsy wants to download some files or carry out some updates. What we are doing is local. So, internet connection should not be affecting what you are doing. Okay. All right. Fit Gabi, you're always monitoring me. All right. Please don't look for him. Okay, couldn't really do the download tonight. All right, thank you. MOA Oyiz, right? Beautiful. Don't worry. When you come back to it, a lot of it will make sense. Okay, a lot of what we did will make sense. Trust me. Okay. Um. Okay. Femi, don't worry. Just keep at it. Okay. Obadiah is in a thick forest. Oh my God. Don't worry. We'll find you. We'll find you. Thank you, Agbo Kelechi. You're welcome. Oralare, John, thank you as well. I appreciate the positive comments. And you guys are actually fun to teach. Yeah. Um, yes, Mr. Felix, we don't dey close. Oh. Okay, Victor, is there any okay, I answered this already. Oriofe. Please, where did you get okay, I answered this already. I answered this. I think please just stay with using the image I'm providing you guys, okay? Please don't go beyond what we don't go and put yourself in trouble, okay? Just use the image I've made available, okay? All right. I think yes, tomorrow's program is on this YouTube for Kemi. Okay. Ah, Benjamin Kandakai. Not bro, but Sam. Okay, okay. I mean, when submit it to my lord, let my lord decide. Okay. Oh, so is he asking for my LinkedIn? I think I actually showed that already. Oh yes, Fit Gabby, we don't trust you anymore. We don't trust you anymore. We don't trust you anymore. All right. So thank you guys. It's time. See you in the next class. Bye bye.